This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2023 Salem Villa, model number 40FDEN. Okay, this is kind of a how-to video, so I'm going to show you some of the features and how they work. Okay, so obviously you have two, and this door goes straight into the bedroom. You have a power awning with LED strip, outside speakers, power outside plus TV signal. This is your fresh water tank fill. Of course, the most common way to get water to this trailer is the city water hookup, which I'll show you on the other side. But if you don't have city water, you can pre-fill this tank and then use the onboard pump to pump the water. I'll show you where the pump switch is when we get inside also. This is your water heater. It's empty right now because it's winterized, so thing to remember is never run it without water in it. Always make sure you put water in it before you run it. It works on both gas and electric. LP tanks, two slide outs on this side. These are your dump valves here, your black and your gray. This is the black tank flush here. So after you dump your black tank, if you want to flush it out, which is a good thing to do, you hook the hose at the dump station right onto here. You make sure the black tank valve is open before you turn on the water. And once you open it, you turn on the water, it'll spray out the tank, clean off the sensors, so you get a good reading, an accurate reading, that sort of thing, okay? So make sure you have the valve open before you turn that on. You have storage here. Your 50 amp power cord, plus we give you a reducer. Just cable and satellite out. City water hookup, the most common way to get water to the trailer. And the manufacturer states every 90 days you should have someone inspect your roof. Make sure there's no damage caused by low branches, or make sure there's no cracking or separation at any of the sealant. Odds are you won't have to do anything to the roof for years, but you inspect it just in case. So they state every 90 days. Okay. So we have an ottoman, and that opens up. There's storage in it for blankets or whatever. A rocker. Your fireplace, which has a fan off and then low and high. So it's a good space heater. You can change the appearance of the fire, all those things. The buttons are right here. Also, there's a remote with it. Your sound bar has FM radio only, no AM. It has Bluetooth, two speaker zones. One's inside the trailer, two's out. You have a USB drive, so you can put all your MP3s or whatever onto one USB drive and or stick and put it in there and play all your music. You can go into the system. This is an HDMI in. Let's say you've got a portable Blu-ray player or something like that. You can go into the system right there if you want to. Your TV obviously hangs right here. There's a backer plate. Okay. Fire extinguisher. Now this plug here is a GFCI. There's probably two of them in this particular unit. Notice this one is not. Even though it's not a GFCI, it's still wired through one. So all the plugs in the trailer, including the one on the outside, are wired through a GFCI. So if you're using something outside that pops, you're going to reset it either here. I think the other one's probably in the bathroom. We'll look. Okay. Another thing, you have a light switch here, but as soon as you shut it off, it won't come back on. This is a dimmer here, so you got to run your finger over it like that to get it to turn on. This switch is for your paddle fan, your ceiling fan. This is for your awning. Never leave the awning out unattended. If you're not going to be at the campsite, make sure it's in so it doesn't get damaged. There's your slide room there. Outside speaker or outside speaker on and off. Your water pump, which I told you about, that's for pumping water out of the fresh water tank if you don't have city water. It's also used to winterize the trailer. And then you can light your water heater, the gas on it. You can light the gas water heater by just doing this right here. That lights it. There's also an electric switch on the lower left hand the lower left-hand corner inside the outside compartment for your or the outside cover for your water heater. Okay. Batteries charged, and you have your fresh water, black, gray, graduates up in 1/3 increments. Okay. Seating wise, let's see what we have here. This is a hide-a-bed here. So this one folds out. It's like a 3-panel hide-a-bed. Okay. Make sure if you're traveling, strap your chairs like down so they don't bounce around and dent something or get broken. Your microwave is right here. It vents to the outside. You saw the vent up there, or maybe you didn't, but there's a vent outside. So you got 2 vent speeds and a light on this. When it comes to your range, this is your sparker. It's got 3 knobs for the 3 burners. Then it has your oven knob. The way you operate that, there's a pilot light down here. Okay. So what you do is you go to the picture of the pilot light, you depress this, then you spark it until the pilot light lights. Once it lights, you still hold it in for another 10-20 seconds for the thermocouple to heat up. Then you go to operating temperature. When you shut it off, the flame goes out, obviously, so does the pilot light. You have to relight the pilot light each time you use it. You have an ambient light and then an oven light there. Always travel with this in the down position. Okay. Refrigerator. Self-evident, just a typical refrigerator. Pantry. These are vacuum attachments there. Okay. So we have an onboard vacuum somewhere here. I guess you just tap right into the unit itself down there. So we'll look at that in a second. This is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector right here. It should always be green. If it's not green, get it serviced. It's important, obviously. So never just let it, if it's not working, get another one, get it replaced, whatever. But don't just leave it. This is your vacuum here. So you got the hose hook up here. Then you got another dust pan type thing down there. You just sweep the dirt in front of it and turn it on. It'll suck the dirt right in. 2 thermostats for each zone. This is the front here. This is the one here that has the furnace and everything. So you hit the mode button to light it up. Then you're just going to go through fan, cool, which is air conditioning. Always use it on auto if you can, and heat, which is your LP furnace. And I went all the way around again. Let me just shut it back off so it doesn't start. There we go. So you just pick out the mode you want. Same with this one here. It looks like every other thermostat. Always keep the shower doors latched like this when you're traveling with the trailer. Otherwise they'll bang around and they can break. If you keep it latched, it'll never happen. Lights, obviously. That's self-evident. The toilet itself sits over a black tank like they all do. So when you get to the campground, your black tank's already been flushed because you flushed it when you left the last one. So after you flush your tank, even if you're staying on the campsite, you come in here and you drop a dose of chemical right in the bowl, and you step on the pedal and hold it down long enough to put at least 1 gallon of water in there along with the chemical. You can use more than 1 gallon, but don't use less. So you can use as much as you choose, but not less than 1 gallon. Okay. These are you got your vent opens here. There's your fan up there. This one's for your vent. That one's just for the fan motor. The vent cover, I should say. Okay. And another slide room. That's a switch for the slide room. You have a dresser, cabinets, reading lights, a little bit of wardrobe over there, and some storage under here. I don't know if there's anything in there, but nope, it's empty, but that's some storage for you. It's also accessible from the outside. Okay. Okay, just want to look around a bit here. Okay, that's good. You have your USB charging ports everywhere. I think we've pretty much covered it, so just let me continue to look around a bit here. I think we've got it. Yes, okay. Okay, so I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Remember what I said, every 90 days you should inspect the roof according to the manufacturer. Right now this trailer has antifreeze in it, no water, it's all been purged out, and the water heater is empty and bypassed right now. So it's all set for the winter. Of course in the summer you're going to have to flush the antifreeze out, put the water heater, the valves in the back of the water heater, put them back on camping mode, put your drain plug in and fill the water heater. Never run the water heater without water in it, okay? Thank you.